What's up, everybody? We back with another message, another video. Thank you to all my new subscribers and future new subscribers. You know we do nothing here without God because everything is spiritually led by God over here. We cover the world from a spiritual and physical aspect to get the raw, real, and uncut answers. So anything you hear, anything you see in these end times, may you test the spirits, aka take the words and visuals back to prayer with God, as there are many Decepticons running around in these end times sent from the enemy. Have that strong, close, and personal relationship with God. Good, great, awesome. And if you're interested in that one-on-one conversation via Discord, the setup information is pinned in the comment section and in the description down below. Good, great, awesome. So a little quick word here for you guys. I'm hearing in the spirit. You know, God got me talking about. Wow. I'm explaining to y'all what just happened. He says today that obedience will lead you into the treasures that you've built up. You understand? So when God allows things to rain down on you, raining blessings, you're going to walk into that rain unexpectedly. But you've got to be obedient. I know it can be difficult and not make sense. I really do. But there's some people here I'm feeling in the spirit that you are, no matter how many times you're being told, you're stuck in a form that you yourself are causing yourself to be stuck, because you just find it hard to believe that God is telling you to do something that really doesn't make any sense. And it will never make sense. All right. Just like I do things, I'm going to give y'all a little encouragement with me. I've been walking by faith and obedience, and I've been getting blessed out of nowhere. You understand? I've asked the Lord for many things, and I've walked in obedience over the months, and I've been getting blessed this month out of nowhere by just anything. It's crazy. I'll wake up to major blessings, and I thank the Lord every day. Okay, another story. Before I had this channel, and those of you know, if you all the way back from December, you know when God had me talk about the Twitch case, I didn't understand why he was having me do that. And he gave me this type of spiritual, I don't even know, dream experience. I was in my room in the spirit. I remember explaining this to y'all, and I could just see like Twitch in front of me, and then I could tell that the Lord was on the left of me because it was a bright light. And, you know, he was saying, thank you for helping me. You know, so I didn't know what all that was going to lead to and mean, but it led to my blessing. Okay. And it led to a bigger picture about, you know, what they're doing to children and the White House and just a lot of different things. Over time, y'all saw that how all that unfolded, and even the physical world confirmations that came with that. So, you know, by obedience, I was walking into my blessing, covering a message on that channel I had no idea was going to do that for me. I went from 55 to 2,000 in 2 weeks, over 2,000. You know, I completely skipped 100. So I wasn't used to that. And that's another thing that the Lord wanted me to express to you. When you start moving in new territory, you're not going to be used to it. It's going to be like growth after growth after growth, and you're not going to really know how to react. And, you know, I was telling y'all, when I received the platform, I still didn't know at that time how to receive this blessing, because the Lord told me before it happened. He said, remember what I told you, get ready. Okay. People aren't going to be the nicest to you, and remember everything I taught you, showed you, and let's do this. And it just kicked off. So I love that story. It'll always have a place and one of the best moments for me in my journey, because based off my obedience, I made it to be and do great things just in this short period of time. You know, this is barely a 1-year journey will be in July as far as being a messenger, this type of messenger. Like, it'll be a year. So now I'm sitting up here on Discord calls and using my gift to help many people, and, you know, just conversating with many people as a whole and building those relationships and bonds with brothers and sisters in Christ. So, like, look how much obedience took me, y'all. Like, look how far it took me. It's so amazing when you walk by faith because you don't know what you're walking into. So don't be afraid to walk into something when you don't see it. It's okay to not be able to see the outcome. God loves surprises. That's one thing you got to get used to, okay? It don't matter how you getting blessed. I always get surprised. I've never expected a blessing that day I got blessed. So understand that's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to go. And you got to get used to it. It's a lot of things you're never going to have seen before that you're going to witness and walk through, good and bad. You know, whether you see the enemy doing something to people, whether you see God working in your life and others, you've got to move and walk in obedience. Walk by faith in the Lord. I heard the Lord say, I've got you. I heard the Lord say to somebody, what I've shown you the other night was true. It was real. It was a promise. So don't question. So you don't have to question whether or not it came from the enemy because your future, it was about your future. To somebody, I don't know who this is for. It was about your future. Your home. Yes, you saw it. External, internal, you saw it. Yes, you were in that airport. Yes, you were on a flight. You know, for some reason, I'm seeing flight delayed for some people, like flight delayed, as if you were going to do something and go somewhere, but flight delayed because it was a place that God was not having you go and redirected you somewhere else. Thank you for being loud. Zoom, zoom, zoom. It was a place that you were gonna go, but God redirected your path. You know, so I just receiving downloads of a lot of different things here. You had a dream. Some of you had dreams about things, bills. I hear hospital bills being paid, like bills that you've owed for a little bit being paid, and you were just so happy. You know, I hear fruits. Okay, fruits. Much growth in this hour in the season. So, a lot of little things. Escape. Escape from the current environment. Walking in destiny and purpose. So just understand that the Lord has shown you these things for many of you and given you these dreams to tell you and let you know that when you prayed for it, when you asked, he showed you he's one to fulfill his promises. So please walk by obedience. I know in these messages I keep telling you I walk by faith. The Lord keep trying to tell you you're not going to regret it because he's going to have your back. I'm telling you guys, I did it. Now look at me. Today, I have something to point you guys to show you through my life. This channel, okay? That's just one portion of the journey. So please, I'm telling you, you will walk right into what you're waiting for. When you move. So do it. Okay? You've asked the Lord and he's shown you, so don't be afraid. I know you're used to the wrong and people doing you so wrong. I can feel that. You're so used to people doing you so wrong. False prophets, false messengers, preachers, pastors, witches. You're so used to people doing you so wrong. But it's okay. But God will never do anything to you. And not everybody is out here to get you because you got brothers and sisters in Christ who he will lead you to. Some people who have expertise in things you didn't have, and he's going to help you. Okay? So I know that the past can be such a huge trauma point for us. Who am I speaking to? I don't even know, but I just felt that. I know that that could be hard for you, but it's time to move on and move up with God and put that away permanently. Don't carry that with you, because the enemy uses that to attack you. Okay? Put it away. Put it to rest with God so that you can move forward. Walk in obedience. Walk by faith and trust the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on the past and your own understanding, because the devil will use that past to hunt you. God has forgiven you. So let's do this. Let's move to what you haven't seen before. Let's move to the unknown. And after the delayed flight, let's take the flight to where you need to go. Peace and blessings. He want me to release this tonight, so I'm going to do it. Peace and blessings, and I will catch you guys in the next one.